Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Iblikans and I'd like to thank you for watching this video. And this video is actually a start of a new series where I'm gonna do series of videos that I'm gonna call it about Logic Pro, how-tos, how to create music with Logic Pro, how you mix and master, some tips and tricks about Logic Pro, and basically everything about Logic Pro. But the funny thing about the softwares these days are they basically have the same architecture. So in case you are using something else than the Logic Pro, by all means you just can watch, as our tutorial is gonna be a little bit broad, not only specific about Logic Pro, but we just call it this way because this is the software I'm using. Later on I'm gonna use also other softwares, like for the mix and mastering I'm use Pro Tools, HD and LE. So in case you want me to make some videos about that, by all means just send me an email. You can always reach me below this video. You see a link. You can just always reach me at that link. Whenever you click that, you're gonna go to my website, and there you find a contact form, so you can just fill that out and send me an email, by all means. That's actually that's a nice thing to do, because that's gonna give me some inspiration to do. So by all means, please do that. Please subscribe to this channel, because like some of you already have done, you will see that I'm making lately something like 2 or 3 videos a day. So whenever I make a video, if you have subscribed to my channel, it's all gonna be sent to you automatically, or you're gonna get a link with new videos that I've made, so this way you won't forget. So alright, so let's just dive into it. Let's go for making music with Logic. So in last session, in last video series, we have been building this music actually to show you how you can manipulate sound with only groove. Groove was basically what I've shown you in the last video, so in case you didn't saw that, please go watch it, because that's one of the important basic things you need to know, and that's what we're gonna build on. And some little bit information about groove. What groove actually mean is the feeling of the music. For instance, whenever you have a music, whenever you have a song, you have a kick, you have your bass, you have your snare, hi-hat, all those sounds individually are a sound, but whenever you put them together, what we with groove mean is try to find a way to make them all sound so you can hear them all, but not that they're all gonna take space from some other sound. For example, in this instance, you will see that our snare, our claps, and our hi-hats is hit on the same time. So what that's gonna do is that gonna, if one sound has snappier transient to it, it's gonna take the space from other sound. And what transient mean is basically the start of a sound. The start of your sound is your transient. And what that actually do is gonna take the place from other sound. It's gonna make the other sound little not obvious. You don't feel it, you don't see it, or you don't hear it anymore. That's what I mean. So that's actually what you do with playing with the groove, with the mood of your music. Now Logic Pro is one of those software that has a lot of automatic groove condensation, like this ones. All these are just condensation swings, and all these are the groove mode, of course, called not groove, called condensation, but these are basically the groove. Whenever you change something on this, it's gonna move the notes a little bit forward to back, so that's gonna change the mood of the music. That's really important to know. Alright, in last video I show you how you can extract the groove of of a music. For example, if you like a song and you're like, I wanna have same groove of that song, I like the feeling of that song, what you can do, you can extract the groove of that melody, of that drum, or whatever that is, and use it for another song. Like this one, I had in last video, I had extract the groove of a alternative rock bass Rock Bass 01 is the name of the last song that I have extracting from, and I had implement same groove to the other tracks, like this one. For instance, if I would love to do it on this one, only thing I have to do is just select everything and then go up and then choose that one. As you see, it move everything a little bit to the phone left to make it same groove as the song that you had. So that's really nice. Nice tip. Whenever you're using many samples in your song, or whenever you love really the feeling of a particular song, you can use the groove. You can automatically strike that. And if you don't know how to do this really easy, you can go back to watch my other video on how to strike the feeling of the groove of the music, and implement it to the other sounds. So that's a really nice thing to do. It's one of those things that many producers do nowadays. One other thing that many producers do these days is mixing or making music with effects. So basically, effects are what you inserted in your insert channel, or let me make this a little bit bigger so we can see it, or let me go for I thought the Apple 6, yes, no, Apple 2, yes, Apple 2. Whenever you go on Apple 2, you're gonna get your full screen mixer. You see, these are your insert slot. Whenever you wanna insert a plugin, you just go and you're gonna go looking for your plugin that you wanna insert, and you just choose that one, and it's gonna bring it for you in the insert slot. Alright, but that's not the only way you can use a plugin. You can use the plugins on a master bus, or a sub bus, or a effect bus. So those all like this one, you see the bus 1, bus 2, bus 3, those are the buses what you can use to make music. For instance, many people use the reverb and delay as a bus. So that way they can just put a lot of tracks together and send them to the same bus, instead of them making just like a 15 reverb on each insert. So that's gonna take a lot of your process power. So that's a nice thing to do. But some other things that you can do with the plugins whenever you make music are just one of things that I really love whenever I'm mixing, whenever I want to make my own sound, whenever I have, for example, a nice sample, or I have a music that I want to make a little bit different, want to make my own, is using use a plugin on the insert and try for example, if I have a bass, I'm gonna for a bass for a guitar amp, and not particularly for a bass amp, because that's just gonna give it if there is a low, if the song what you're gonna use have a lot of low end, what that's gonna do is just bring that low end and make it even louder. That's not what we want. We want to try to make that song a little bit different, of that sample a little bit different. So what then I will do is just try to use something else. For instance, on the bass I would use a guitar amp software. So let me just show you what that can do. For example, if we're gonna go for this bass, let me just solo that for you. Let's go back to Apple 2 for our full screen mix. And this is whenever you have all your plugins inserted and you want to just move them from one to another, you can click on Apple and you can just grab it and you just move it to another slot. That's an easy way to do. So let's just click that. Let me play it again. You see that make it just sound much snappier. Just give it a lot of harmony, hi-hat. You see, these are the things that you can do. This is the things what I mean when A lot of producers now, they try to use the effect to make music with it. So now basically using the effect to mix or master, but use the effect to make music with a sample or even with a MIDI. You know what I mean? So that's one of the nice thing you can do. Another thing that you can do whenever you use plugins to make music is make use of sidechaining. Now I have in last videos I have shown you how you can sidechain using your synthesizers, and you can sidechain them that way. I have told you how you can use the XS24 to sidechain. And let me go back to that. Like this one, you just select the track you want to sidechain from, and then you're gonna go down here, you choose your destiny, the track or the thing that you wanna do. For example, if you wanna move the pitch up or down automatically whenever that sound hit, that you can choose that. And then you're gonna go for your source. This of course now disabled because I haven't select any. But the source is basically where it sound come from, where track it come from. For example, in this I don't have any audio, but if I had a audio track, let me show you that. Let's just go for a audio track. Let's go for a kid. If I had, let's just bring them here. If I had a audio track, I could just select one of my synths, and I could use that audio track too. As you can see, the audio track is now available for selecting. You just select that, and now you can of course choose your destiny. For instance, if you're gonna go for the drive and you're gonna go for your source gonna be sidechain, and you can just do that. And what that's gonna do is every time that this sample hit, no matter what it is going to trigger this sample as well. So that's going to make it tight and nice groovy sound. That's really one of those things that you really have to try on your own, and try to implement many sound to get your own, to make it your own style. That's one of those tips and tricks that you really have to make your own. So that's not a nice thing to do. But if you want to know more about that, sidechaining to the samples, to the samplers, please go back to those other movies that I have made. But in this one, let's go for more sidechaining to a plugin. Alright, sidechaining. So sidechaining, what sidechaining basically mean is use one sound to trigger other sounds with it, and you can use of course the synthesizer like I just showed you, but you can also use the plugins for it. For instance, if I want to use one of things that a lot of people do is sidechaining the bass and the kick, the kick to the sidechain. And what that do is whenever the kick hit, it's gonna bring the level of the bass little lower automatically, and that's gonna give the kick more space. It's gonna make the kick more snappier, and that's a thing that basically always is done. And the way you do that is you're gonna go select let us just select our drum track, and then you're gonna go selecting your bass to hear only your bass and your drum, and then you're gonna go look for a compressor. I'm gonna just select the first compressor, and after that you're gonna go selecting your track that you want to sidechain. But unfortunately, as you see, only we don't have any track. We don't have any track to select from, because you can only sidechain from audio directly to a compressor or to a synthesizer, like you just saw with XS24. But I know a cool trick that you can do to make that happen whenever you're mixing or whenever you're using MIDI and you still want to use a sidechain. That's a nice trick for that. And what you want to do is you want to go and make a bus for it. Let's say we're gonna go for bus, and you can use whatever bus you want. That's actually the bus that we never gonna use, and that bus actually has not even an output, has only the input. So no matter what bus you use, you can use all buses. There's no restriction to that. Right. So you're gonna go the sound that you want to sidechain from. You're gonna go make a bus on it. You're gonna send the bus to a you're gonna send the sound to a bus. You're gonna open up the level, and after that you're gonna go back to the channel or to the effect or to the side synthesizer that you want to sidechain to, and you're gonna go select, and you're gonna go for this bus that you just have created. Now we had created bus 30, so we can select that, and whenever now we play our sound, let's bring that a little bit up. As you see, now we can just sidechain it, and one thing you need to know whenever you sidechain is you need to bring the ratio a little up. Let's say something around 5, a little bit more than normal. Normal you won't use 4, 5, but in this, let's bring it a little bit up more than that, because I just want to show you how it sounds. Let's play it again. As you can hear, every time that the kick hit, it brings the level of the bass a little lower, much lower. In this instance, is of course too much, way too much. You want to have it something like maybe 5 dB maximum. You want to bring it down. That's actually too high, but maybe something like that. So that's whenever you want to side, that's actually one of those things that always has been done. Sidechaining the bass, the kick to the bass. Another way that you can sidechain is using, of course, other effects. You have many other effects that you can use. Of course, not only compressor. You in Logic Pro especially, you have a lot of plugins that you can use to sidechain. One of the nice thing what I like is the Volvo effect that you can sidechain. Let's see if you can find it. I think it's by the filters. Yes. You know, you see exact same sidechain. We're gonna go for the same. So again, bus 30. Let's bring it a little bit lower so we can hear the lower frequency more. Let's compress it a little bit. Let's now bring our depth. Of course, now it's actually starting to sidechaining. Just bring that a little bit slower, because if you have fast attack, it's gonna grab it fast. Let's bring the release a little bit down, and now we are up. I just want to show you how it sounds whenever you go for a side chaining to this plugin. Especially, it's one of nice plugin that Logic Pro has. Of course, there are a lot of other plugins that you can use. Another nice plugin what you can use is the filter bank plugin, or the other one, but let's go for this one. Oh, I mean this one. I have the wrong track oscillator. Now what this does, this is actually a track oscillator. What this does is it's gonna give your sound, that can make your sound totally different. Let's just listen to it. let's deselect the, so we only hear the bass. As you can see, it can make the sound totally different. You don't even recognize what sound from it is. But of things that you can do with this plugin is, of course, same as sidechain before, but you have the option here to choose that you're gonna go for the track or for sidechain. If you're gonna go for the track, for the sidechain, and that's and you do have to do a lot of tweaking on this one to get the sound that you want. But if you do that, if you take the time and gonna tweak till you get the sound that you want, it can make the sound really nice. Now I have other video on this, only on this plugins, you know, this one only on the effect plugins, and you really want to watch that video, because that's gonna go deep in this plugins. I'm just showing you a lot of deep and many tips and tricks what you can use them for, and one of the nice thing about it. By the way, whenever you know, many people have sent me emails about the BPM counter, how you can easily count, for example, if you have a song, how easily you can find the BPM of the sound, the speed of the song. And Logic Pro has this plugin called BPM counter, you know, this one. But the problem with this is whenever you insert it on an audio track or a MIDI track, sometimes it just not work. And the reason for that is it has to play a sound for it's not always same. Sometimes took 5 seconds, other time took almost 1 minute before it's gonna give you the BPM. And a lot of people, if it took a long time, they just think it's not working, you know. But that's just working. It's sometimes take longer to play it. One thing you can keep in mind is, for instance, if you song that is short, is like 5 or 4 bars, like this one is 4 bar, and the plugin need more time to find the BPM out. Let's just check if this one can find it. Yeah, it has almost perfect. You see, 90 at half. But if for whatever reason it took longer time to get the BPM of the song, what you can do is you can loop the song and try to see if that works. And if that doesn't work, you can just copy it. And of course, in Logic Pro, whenever you go on upper corner, you can just copy the song, make aliens of the song, and just move forward. Alright, so with making music with the plugins is a new way of making music those days. A lot of producers do that. A lot of producers have developed own sound with it. Nice way of making music, in my opinion. One of the things that you do have to try, you do have to make your own style with it. There are a lot of plugins that you can use. Of course, in this video I'm only gonna go over I'm only touch the surface of making music with the plugins, but that's just broad. There's really many things that you can do with it. There's not only that, you also have the option to make music. For example, you have the hyper editor to automate song note by note. Yes, you have the option to do that. Logic Pro gives you that option. You have option to extracting the groove of song. Let's see here. Was it? Yeah, the pedestal. Whenever you go here, you have the option to change and go for a groove of the song. Of course, you have the option to quantize the song. You have option extract the groove, like I showed you in the beginning of the song. Those things are just the beginning of the whole step. That's not even the surface of Logic Pro. It's much more in deep Logic Pro. For instance, if you're gonna go for if you're going for the mix down, you wanna work on your you want to work on your stereo field, one thing very important to do is this is really nice thing that you can do with Logic Pro is you have the option to move the sound kind of like back of your head. You hear it kind of like back in your head. You're not gonna hear it right now if I'm do that because I have not the right sound card installed, and I'm capturing my screen and making music at the same time, so that's not gonna really work nice for you. But I have make other videos where I'm using other sound card for it. You can use you can watch that video for it. And what I just want to show you how many things you can do with making music. You know, the making music is not only playing notes and mix and mastering nowadays. A lot broader than that. And yeah, and if you want to make your own music, if you want to go serious with it, if you really want to take your time for it, I suggest just go for it and try learn from everything a little bit. That's actually and the best way I have found to learn anything. You just try to learn a little bit of everything, and with that thing what you have learned, try to start it. You know what that's gonna give you is just a broad knowledge. All of the music. Right. I see this video has been all over the time. I do have to stop because otherwise I can upload it to YouTube. I just want to thank you for watching this video. Go deeper in the plugins section and how you can make music with plugins, how you can a little bit about how you can mix and mastering. This series gonna be 3 videos again, just like making. So I start getting used to it. I start learn much from it. I still don't have my camera like I told you in last videos. I have a buy camera, but I didn't haven't delivered to me yet. But I have it. Then I can show you my studio a little bit and how I make music, playing music and stuff. So that's gonna be nice. So I just want to thank you for watching this video. In case you have any question, please don't hesitate. Like I told you, below this video you can find a link back to my website. You can go ahead and look around, and if you have any question, you can just fill the contact for me, and for you email in and just send me an email. If you have any feedback, please, by all means, that's gonna give me more motivation, and maybe some feedback if you have that can give me some inspiration as well. So that's gonna be a nice thing what you can do for me. Other thing what I'm gonna ask you is please to subscribe to this channel, like my videos, so that way whenever I make music or whenever I make new video, that's gonna get to you, and this way we're gonna keep contact. So that's a nice thing what I like to keep contact with you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for everything. I hope that it be useful for you. I hope that you make really nice music, and I hope to see you in the next video. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye bye.